And a young man from St. Lucia was a student there. And when he was not in my faculty, he used to come and attend lectures which I gave, Didacus Jules. You know him. He was here in Grenada as a permanent secretary. In fact, when I was asked by Morris, many bright young men, women, there are two of them, well, three of them really, I suggested, all three were from St. Lucia, incidentally, and one of them was Didacus. And he came by me at Paradise Heights in Barbados, just across the road from the Cave Hill campus where I was living at the time, and told me that Gary was overthrown. Not too long after, we found out that the New Jewel movement had done the deed. And within a week, that first week, Morris, whom I had known before, and of course, I knew Bernard Code, I knew Eunice Whiteman, I knew several of the secondary leaders too. I mean, Chalky Ventura and Owusu, I had just a couple months earlier come to Barbados at the Labour College, the Barbados Workers Union Labour College, where I did lectures free every week. And they had come as part of the trade union movement, the education. And Morris asked me to come to Grenada, sent a message to me, and I arrived on the Saturday before the Sea Moon rally on the Sunday. I stayed at his house, just across from where his mom lived. And a meeting was in progress. Top leaders and one or two other persons from the Caribbean were there. It was a free-flowing and in part chaotic discussion, because the people kept interrupting Morris because there were some serious security issues to be dealt with in the first days of the revolution, and of course throughout the life of the revolution, both because of the manner in which the NJM had come to power, and because of the relentless opposition by the United States of America. At that meeting, several important decisions were taken. The decision to set up an indigenous court system and to break with the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court system. That was taken. The decision to remain part of the currency union, to remain part of WISA, the West Indies Associated States, the precursor to the OECS, and to be part of CARICOM, to remain part of CARICOM. All those decisions were taken on that evening, well, the afternoon into the evening. It was at that evening too that the laws of Grenada were given the name People's Law. People's Law number 1, number 2, so on. That's what happened, Gilman. And Because there are some people who are talking about edict and proclamation and so on and so forth, because there was no parliament, and the rule was by the cabinet, by the executive. That is how the law was. That's where that decision was taken. And of course, it is true that a significant portion of the speech which Morris delivered at Simone was in my handwriting. I had to write it over properly for it to be legible, because my handwriting is like crap too. And those were heady days. I was an ear witness to the conversation between Morris and Justice Archibald Ned. I couldn't hear Ned, but I heard Morris. And I know what he said to Ned. And I've seen subsequently that it was said that Ned was reluctant, Justice Ned was reluctant to become the first Chief Justice in Grenada court system. That's not true. I can tell you that.